Good afternoon, traders. It is Wednesday, August 21st, 2019, and the U.S. stock market is closed. Had a wild day today. You can see here the Dow did pretty well. It gapped up and then pretty much moved sideways after that gap. I don't like that pattern, even though we had a pretty good day. It I would like to see this thing open up and then keep moving up rather than moving sideways, but that's what it's been doing lately. Dow efficiently gained 240 points today. Okay, this morning I thought the day was starting absolutely horrible. Um, when we got this open, our equity went, I think, from negative. I'm not too sure, but anyway, it went to uh, over $6,000 right after the open. So that looked really good. And then by the time we got out, that was negative $1,300. Yeah, the more of the same. And I was just totally disgusted. I thought I just can't take this any longer. That's the way I felt. And then the day turned out to be pretty darn good. We got into 14 positions, 9 positive, 5 negative, but we're holding positive $14,000 going into tomorrow, and we got some really nice trades. So I'm not going to complain about that. I'll show you some of this stuff. It's kind of interesting. I'll show you the frustration trade for me today. This is GSX, and that's Tekadu Incorporated. And 2 days ago, we had bought this thing, and it closed against us. And then yesterday it pops up there. We got out of that with about $2,500, I believe. Then it got re entered yesterday and closed against us. But this morning it just exploded at the beginning of the day. And I thought, whoopee, we're going to haul it in here. And when it was up here, this thing Tekadu was up over $8,000, and then it collapses. In about 30 minutes, we're stopped out down here with about $1,000 profit. Then we get re-entered in it, and we have about $1,000 in open trade in it right now, positive. Crazy, crazy stock. But anyway, at least it was all positive. But it really killed me to watch $7,000 dissolve here in about 30 minutes. Okay, more good stuff. This is WKHS, which is Workhouse Group. And we bought this thing today on a little bit of pullback after a gap up. It went against us pretty bad right at the beginning, and then it took off. And it did pull back some, but even with that pullback, we have $4.5 thousand in open trade in Workhouse. So that's really good. Then look at this thing. This is CVNA, which is Carvana Company. And we bought this right at the beginning of the day. It just kept moving, closed there almost on its high. And we are up 3 $3,700 in Carvana. Really nice. Look at that. Oh, I wish all our trades are like that. That's what I call a Sweet William trade. Just never looks back. Just takes off and keeps going. And then finally, the biggest one, and I gotta switch this around a little. This one I've showed you before. 2 days. This is HOV, which is Hovnanian Enterprises. And 2 days ago we bought this thing, kept going nicely, closed there, gapped up a little, and we took about $5,500 out of that thing yesterday. Didn't get back into it. Today we get back into it, and it just keeps screaming there. And we are holding $6,800 in open trade equity in HOV. That's just fabulous. So we've had like $11,000 to $12,000 in this stock in the last 2 days. So that's been really good for us. Anyway, that's the way it went. This is Trader Bob signing off. I'll be back here tomorrow on Thursday.